Yeah, because I've seen a few pictures. You mentioned the tanks there. Is that just like yeah, I think F-22s intercepting bears? Is that just tanks to give you more? Like, is that like a normal fit, or would that be like a special thing? Like, right, we need to go far. We need the tanks on.
Yeah, we throw the tanks off. We need to go far. So if we're doing anything like like the Russian intercepts that you mentioned, Alaska is a really big place. I mean, it's
Yeah,
twice the size of Texas. So I don't know if you're familiar with the size of Texas, but Texas is huge, and Alaska is twice as big as Texas. So it's a massive area, and we'll take off, and there'll be tankers airborne that'll give us gas as well. But oftentimes we need to go somewhere for a long period of time and hang out for however long they need us there. So the tanks just give us a lot more flexibility. In that specific mission, we're not worried about stealth. We're not worried about those things. We're just trying to
yeah.
do our job, protecting the coastline. So in that regard, we're not super worried about that. And we're, the risk reward of putting on external tanks and giving us the extra, 8-ish thousand pounds of gas is beneficial for that mission set. And if we're going, if we're going to fly across the ocean, either to come to, Europe, to go to Asia, wherever it happens to be, we'll probably put those on. And that primarily just gives us more options for diverts. So the more gas I have, the further I can go, which means that more divert locations, if something breaks, the tanker breaks, my airplane breaks, whatever it is, I have options now to go somewhere that I'd prefer to go instead of somewhere I have to go. There may be a place that I'd prefer to land in, I don't know, pick a country. I prefer to land here as opposed to here. So if I have the extra gas, I have those options now. And that's, we try to spy down risk and try to give ourselves as many options as possible.
Yeah, so like, what was your first frontline F-22 squadron? What was there? Where were you based? Like initially,
In Alaska.
just
In
Alaska straight
Alaska,
away.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I was in Okinawa, Japan with the F-15, and then after that I went to Alaska for my assignment for my squadron, and I was there for about 4.5 years. I was normally assignments for about 3 years, and I was actually able to extend. I was supposed to do a total of 6 years in Alaska, and just keep staying there as long as they'd let me stay there. And but then this job came up, and I really love the impact this job has in terms of being able to go to schools and talk to kids. And I'm almost certain it's probably the same in other countries as well. But you see the influx of social media and this mindset of perfection is just displayed on Instagram and Facebook, on Twitter. Like
yeah,
everybody thinks that everything's perfect and everybody's life is perfect, and if their life isn't perfect, then they have these massive issues of depression and mental health and whatever else.
of
So
course.
you just go out there, and I think that's what I really love about this job is that you have the impact and you have the ability to go talk to kids directly and show them, like, here's a team of people, not just me, but the whole team of people that have gone through their own stories, their own adversities, their own challenges, and gotten their way to this point in their life where they've done really well and succeeded. And here's an example of, like, yeah, it does take hard work. It does take time, I mean, holy cow, we'll kind of get some local references. Look at Tyson Fury. I
Yeah,
mean, what a champion, right? And he's had plenty of uphill battles and ups and downs, laughs and cries, strikes and gutters, the whole gamut of thoughts.
absolutely.
And he has been able to continually just get after it and bring himself back up and continue to work really hard. And I think if people saw more examples of that, then we'd all be a lot better off. And so that's what I love about this job. And that's why I left Alaska, was to do this job specifically. And I've absolutely loved it. The team is incredible, and the impact we have has been really, really nice to see.